So we just looked at chipping and the 4 dimensions of swish. Swish meant there was speed, and swish meant there was precision of strike. We then could have a square blade, which is in the low shot in the draw spin family, or the open blade with the swish, which gave you a high shot and a bit of stop and backspin. So when we move now to pitching, which involves the wrists, we're going to have the same 4 dimensions of swish. There's the speed, the precision, and draw and fade, or square and open. So here's my 56-degree sand iron, and we're on the 17th hole at St Andrews. The flag's at the back. Now it's quite an elevated green. The green's about 3 feet above me, and as you know, there's the road behind the green. But I'm going to see if I can play half a pitch with my 56-degree wedge and stop the ball in time. This is off a square stance. So there'll be a mixture of shoulder and wrist, but there will be a swish and precision of strike. Okay, so I'm really pleased with that. It stopped very quickly because I had really good contact. So, here we go. Do the same shot again. Blade between my feet. Toe line parallel to target line. Small amount of wrist hinge, sort of half the shoulder, half the wrist. That's what's going to happen. Here we go. 55-yard square pitch. I'll take either of those in real play. Now, on the simulator, I'm going to move us a little bit closer. I've now got 30 yards to flag as opposed to 55. Now I'm fairly sure that over this distance, if I play a square stanced shot, it's gone, you see? It's gone too big. Face is too strong. And it means that to counteract that, I'll probably decelerate. So again, I need the chance to accelerate. So this is where we open the stance. So, blade first, bit in the grip, round the circle. I must now modify the blade in my hands. The face is now going to point at the flagpole, but it will be open to my swing path. So this would be a little smaller pitch, but definitely with some slice spin. I've only got 30 yards to go. That's fine. So you can see the ball stops really, really quickly. Now, if I've got a fluffy lie or a really good lie, then the square blade holds no fear for me. I'm not going to chunk it. If the ground is firm and the blade is square, I could sort of bounce, and the club's bounce could work against me. So the beauty of the shot I'm showing you is that we're playing across the face, and as I've said many times before, we use the bottom of the club as a toboggan runner, and that keeps moving. So the word I like to use for this shot is to skid the club across the ground. So around the circle, turn the blade to the target. I'm now going to skid the club across the ball. There you go. The ball stopping by the flag nicely. So you've got 2 decisions. Are you chipping or are you pitching? In other words, are you using your wrists or are you not using your wrists? Then you've got 2 further choices. Am I doing it from a square stance or from an open stance? The square stance lends itself to ball releasing. The open stance lends itself to ball stopping. So don't mix those 2 up. Don't go for a low shot off an open stance. The low shot, give yourself a square stance. If you're going to make an error with the blade on the low shot, have the blade a degree closed. If you're going to make an error with the wedge, have the blade a degree open. So it's important that you adjust for those. Most people fail at the short game through lack of procedure. And that's why I think it's important to go from a very straightforward setup before you go around the circle and modify the blade. Okay? So, in all shots, the procedure is the doorway to the movement. The better your setup, the greater chance you're going to have of hitting a successful shot.